Hey guys, welcome back. Modii 101 here, and we are back in Cooking with Modii. Okay, so we got stuff to do. We got some things to finish, some things to start, and things. So the things to finish is our menu at Taco Bell. Now, I got every ingredient that we need. Let's see if I use them wrong, and because this is what we need for this. Just that. All this stuff. And then we've got some other work to get going on. So, all right. So let's grab all of this. I'm probably going to mess this up a little bit. All right. This is just, is it all going to fit in our inventory? That is the question. All right. It does. So here, oh, geez, one extra spot. All right. Deluxe nachos. We need tortilla chips. So we got to grab this. All right. Apparently you can hang meat up there. Didn't realize that. All right. So we need this. There's one. And then can we do another one? There's two. Okay. I'm just going to throw that there. Because now we need, oh, this is how things at Taco Bell are actually done. So I just like to point that out. All right, there's one and there's two. We may have already messed things up. I don't know. All right, so now we need to get all the pork off. Can I get the damn pork off the damn wall, please? Why? What's happening? All right. And then I got to pick this stuff up. And I got to put this here, and I got to, where'd that thing go? And I got to put this here. And then what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to throw my tools in so we have a little bit more room. Okay, so that's done. Moving on. Nachos. Tortilla chips. All right, let's just grab this thing. All right, so once again, we need to make tortilla chips. One. I hate that we have to do it like this. The hell just happened? Oh, I made what I was trying to make. There's another tortilla chips, and there are the nachos. Okay, there we go. We'll put these in here, and we'll take that off. What's next? Guacamole. All right, I don't know why I said it like that. It was very, very, very weird and awkward. All right. Apparently guacamole by itself is a full course meal. I don't know if Pam knows these foods she's making. All right, there's that chimichanga. I don't know why I said it like that. So we got to make another burrito. 1 and 2, and then we've got to cook the burrito with flour. Okay, so there's that. There's that. I don't know if we're going to need bowls, but moving on. We'll make this chimichanga. Ooh. All right, we got to make some salsa. We need the stupid bowl. All right, we're doing great. We're doing great. We're doing great. All right, and what did we need? We needed the salsa. There's one, and there's two, and then let's see. Oh, we're missing. Let's take this out, and then we need this. Stop putting food up there. Me. And one, and two. Oh, we're doing so good. We're doing so good. Things are going to go sideways here pretty soon. But right now, we're doing so good. I just have a feeling. All right, so done and done. We are on to fajitas. All right, now we need this stupid pan. I got all these things so far pretty good. All right, boom. It's just, there you go. There's 2 fajitas. I don't know if I got the stuff for 4, but we'll leave that one up there. Steak fajita. All right, now we're just going to try and get everything. Let's see what we got on this. There's 1, and there is 2. Okay. All right, so that one we can take off. Now we're going to make some horchata, which is kind of a rice milk concoction. All right, so we're going to come over here. We're going to look at this. So water, sugar, and rice. So water, sugar, and rice. And then almonds, lime, and cinnamon. Almonds. Why do I have 2 different limes? I already messed something up. It's fine. Maybe it'll use this slime. If not, maybe we'll... I don't think anybody's going to order this. I'll be honest with you. Oh, we got 3 of them. Oh, that's fine. Can we do that? Nope. All right, that's fine. So we're going to have some extra stuff, and that's okay. So now this can go in there. That can go away. Beans and rice. I wonder what's in this. More than just beans and rice, that's for sure. Why is it not called beans and rice and pork and whatever? Seems like a waste. All right, so that's good. Cheesy nacho tortillas. Oh, we need spice leaf for that. Can we make another set of these? We can. Apparently, we are so close. We're on the last one. All right, just need to get some spice leaf, and then we should be able to make this last thing. Do a couple quick little things, and then get to work on the next thing. I know, I said thing a lot. All right, so 1 and 2. Let's actually just do this. Boom. 1, and then we're going to do it again. 2. And then I'm going to put this in there, that in there, and that in there, because I can, and that, and then, and that. Can I put this in there? Nope. Okay. There's no stairs here. We'll get to that. Don't get ahead of me, people. We're working on it. All right. So now we're going to come down here. We're going to pop in here and do that. Let's go ahead and stick all of this stuff back up here. We got a bottle of water. And we'll just stick that right here. Okay, so close that door. Go out through the window. Tacos, burritos, chimichangas, and nachos. Those are going to be the main things on. So let's go ahead and get a couple different tacos. I think those 2 are good. And then we needed some burritos. The stuffed burrito, of course. Regular burrito. So you got a big one and a medium-sized one. And then chimichangas, because it's literally just my favorite thing to say. Deluxe nachos and regular nachos. Chimichanga. All right. So let's show what tacos we have. We have many more. These are just some examples. These are just a tribute. All right. There's our burritos. There is that. And then the full chimichanga plate. It's kind of like the small and large of these. There's regular nachos, but there's deluxe nachos. There we go, kids. There we go. All right. So this next part's going to take a little bit of explaining, and a lot of this is going to be some during stream off camera work. But something I realized is that up here we have all the ingredients, right? All the raw ingredients. This is everything. I even cleaned some of it up. If you'll notice, I thought this was kind of cool. This is going to come into effect. These are some items to make things. They are now locked in these drawers. So when we use them, we put them back. They go right back there. So I put all this stuff in here. I got some extra slots just in case we need more of anything. But let me show you what the plan is. So if you guys remember, this room here was our main room. And then I wanted to move stuff over here. And now this is kind of our everything building. And then I moved all of these tables in there, thinking that might be more of a workshop, then realized I really didn't need it. Just close that door. So what I decided was I wanted to make this kind of a general store. So what we're going to work on a little bit now for the rest of the episode, and then I'm going to probably work on a lot more in between, is getting all of those things that aren't quite meals or food, but they're ingredients, but they can't be grown. So milk, water, cooking oil, butters, even things like juices, jams, chips, all of that stuff, things that would probably go with meals almost as ingredients, we could just have here. So I'll show you how we have it set up here. I am going to want to decorate a lot of this. Barrels of fish, barrels of this, that kind of stuff. But we're going to start in this part. So I made another one of these. the storage request table. It's the same setup that we have for up there. And a drawer controller, so we just dump stuff in. But this is where we're going to try and make all of the, we'll call them like level 2 ingredients. Level 1 are just what naturally grows. So let me show you kind of what I set up back here. This is where the magic happens, kids. So first off, I needed to get rid of our stairs. So I put an elevator right here. So now we go right up here. It's right here, right next to the thing. I did disguise them just because I didn't want these big white elevators there, but they're pretty easy to know where they are. Here is the other side of all this to where we can actually access everything from this side as well. So I put in stoves with skillets and cooking pots. We got places to chop stuff up. We've got furnaces. I got to get some coal for these. There's hoppers that all lead here. So anything cooked is going to lead to this barrel. I got a couple cows in jars that are making milk. I have it pumping into here. So we have over 32 buckets here, and then 32 buckets per. We'll pull from here. This will refill this. These will fill themselves. I have room if we need more. I don't think we are. This stuff here is kind of some of the stuff we're going to make, plus some other random things. This is also stuff that we're going to have in here. And now this door kind of just leads back here. Now what I also did is I made some network cables. This is the storage route. So that is right under here. So now in here we have everything that we have upstairs. And now you can kind of see we're putting in all of these different cooking things. Should help us in this situation. So there we go. I think this is pretty good in reference to the stuff we can do. So let's kind of make some things. So let's look at what are some basic ones. Well, milk would be a good example. So if we come over here, and I just thought of something. If we come in here and we get some buckets. I have a lot of buckets. Okay. And then we come over here. Now we can fill up 16 buckets without really worrying about running out of milk, because these guys are already back to work and this guy's already back to being full. So if we look at milk, right, and we want to make this milk, boop, right there. I actually put glass in a slot in here so that we could make this kind of milk and this kind of water. Also, I believe I got, let's see how many is that, one more. I believe I got a sink in here. Yeah, right here. There's a sink, so there's our water. All right, so if we come out here, we're gonna put the milk, and these may move, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put some milk here, all right, and then here. So now we got milk in there. We can see it. It works out. This glass is in my inventory, but if I stick it in here, we're good. But if I try and stick the buckets in here, they're not going to go because we don't have a spot. Now I'm thinking, let's make a spot. What do you guys say? We have this one spot here. So if we stick these buckets here, they're locked in. And as long as we don't walk away with them, now we can just pull buckets out of here, which will be pretty easy. So let's go back to looking at milk, right? So we could do soy milk, which, we're going to need glass bottles. See, this is where we're learning. This is where we're learning. Let's come over here. Let's look up glass. I am going to definitely have to get some glass in between episodes. But there we go. We got 39. That's not bad. So now, let's do this. Oh, we can't do it that way. Can we do it this way? Oh, guess we can't. Okay, that's fine. Well, wait, hold on. Oh, we just need the bottles. That's right. That's right. All right, so we're going to stick these here. Once again, locked in. As long as we put bottles back in, we're good to go. So if we look at milk, and I'm not going to go too in depth, but here's some soy milk. So there we can go that, and we can go boom. We got 39. It only stopped just because of glass bottles. I will get more than enough later on. So there's some glass. Let's look what else we got in here. We have salt. Let's see, do we have any other? There's some sea salt. That's flour. That's raw oats. We got a lot of doughs in here. A lot of the stuff is prepared food. So we're going to have to find a different place for that. But we've got this kind of salt. So now, if we come over here, and I'm just going to go here. And once again, all this stuff's going to move around. We go like that. We go with the sea salt and with that salt. But what I'll do is I will look at everything and be like, okay, do we have that one? We're going to try and get as many of this, even like the salt and pepper from Pam's and whatnot. So there's different salts we can get. Then let's go ahead and look. We have cooking oil, which we actually have a pretty decent amount. So with this, I don't know if we really need to make any more, but there's some cooking oil. We got flour. We got cornmeal. These are kind of in that same vein. I think we had wheat flour over here. So you can kind of see what, we're doing here. There's some cornmeal. And actually, you know what? Let's do this. And let's actually, because that's not actually flour. We'll make that a separate thing. So, yeah. And it seems like, all right, well, we might be able to fill half of this. No, there's going to be so much. Because we have, if we look at, say, jam. We have all of these from Croptopia, Vintage Delight. This is, let's do bakery. And then there's like these. These are the toasts. Are we going to have to make a toast place? We got yam jam. That's just fun to say. So, but then if we also look at jelly, we have all of these from Pam's. Apparently Pam doesn't have jam, only jelly. We have even some of these other kind of weirder ones. There's some Mycology stuff that I doubt we're going to do. But then we got to look through. Yeah, so we got all of these. So if we look here, if we just look at jellies, that's going to take up like all of this, just jelly. So maybe this is going to expand and be on this wall. Maybe I'll move this door over one. Make this, yeah, I might have to work on that. So, but then, like I said, what we'll probably do is if I go at Pam, we have 11 pages of stuff that's Pam's Harvest Craft. So if we come back here, we've got all of the fruits from the trees, all of the trees. We got sandwiches. We have yogurt. So like if we take this and hit uses, there's nothing to make. So this yogurt we probably won't put in the shop because there's nothing to make with it. I don't know if we're going to do drinks. We might do like a ice cream smoothie place, so that'll probably be where those go. Yeah, so we would need ice for that kind of stuff. We do have the jellies we talked about, but this is where it's going to be a little time consuming. So if I go through here, we're going to want to make Vegemite. We got sweet and sour sauce. What else? We have salad dressing. I don't even know what Rokes is. Or roux. Oh, is it a roux? I've heard of roux. Okay. What else do we have? See, there's more drinks, but I don't know if we're going to put those in here. So I'm going to have to go through, and you're going to see where there's mango chutney. We need mango chutney. That's just fun to say. What is this? That's a meal. So I'm going to have to go through each one of these and try and decide, is this, it's a foot-long sandwich? Our Subway's got, I got to go through. I wish I could make pages of this stuff. Maybe I'll mess with that. Maybe I can. But page 1, page 2, that kind of stuff. Oh, bento box. That's kind of neat. Yeah, I gotta really go through this stuff and see what we got. Maple oatmeal. We have different chips that we could sell. So like the sour cream and onion chips, if we hit uses, yeah, we can't really make anything with them. So maybe we might not have those. Anything that is a final product, we probably won't have. But here we go. All of the nut butters, and I know what I said. I'm a grown man, I can say it. Mushroom oil, soy sauce, sesame oil, mustard, ketchup, relish, hot sauce, P8 juice. Okay, is that supposed to be like V8? Oh, it's Pam's. I get it. These milks and waters, stock, the salt. We have cooking oil, vinegar. We do have a lot of fried stuff. Oh, fries. That makes sense. More jellies, more yogurts. What are these from? That's still Pam's. God, this lady just likes making food. Yeah, so that's kind of going to be the idea. Oh my God, Ray, just stop. Just stop. So that's kind of the idea of this place is I want to be able to have a place where we like make stacks of them. And I just put them in here and I can just grab, what I need when I'm grabbing ingredients. Because that was one of the things like with the tacos, all of the Taco Bell stuff, having to make the salsa, for multiple things. So this will have that. Plus, we'll have bread in here. We'll have all the different tortillas in here. So this is going to be quite a bit. So I'm going to work on a lot of this off camera. But that doesn't mean I'm going to get it all done. We're probably going to work on this area a little bit more in the next episode as well. So, and I still feel like we're going to miss stuff. So, all right, guys. Well, there we go. We finished our Taco Bell. I love the build. I love the old 80s vibe. I think you can tell, right? I was getting so nervous. I like this. I'm not a big fan of these signs. I got to see if I can get clearer ones. But yeah, I think it all turned out pretty well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I think getting everything in the general store not only will give us something that's like aesthetically pleasing, but also extremely useful in the other things we're doing. So, all right, guys. Well, there we go. We got some stuff done. We got some stuff started, and I am way too excited about this room. I hope you guys are still enjoying. I'm loving this pack. I'm not just the fact that it has my name on it, but these are mods I really like. I'm sure a lot of people have stopped watching. I try not to look at that much anymore. And but hey, as long as I'll be honest with you, as long as I'm still having fun, I'm going to keep making this, and I hope you guys will hear. So let me know down in the comments. Are you in for it? Just put in for it. And in a week and a half, when you guys see this video, I'll be like, why is everyone writing that? Weirdos. All right, guys. Well, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, like, subscribe, click that bell, leave a comment, share on social media. Any and all those things help me out tremendously. If you guys want to take it to the next level, become a Patreon, get access to this server plus many others, hang out in our Discord, be in our Saturday calls and our Saturday streams. We'd love to have you there. And then if you guys want to watch me do the off-camera work on this, I do it every Monday at noon Pacific time over at twitch.tv/Modii101. Link is down in the description. Go follow now and follow me on social media so you can get notified when I go live. But this is Monday, noon Pacific time. Come hang out. And last but definitely not least, if you want to get your own server, head on over to Host Havoc. Use the link down below. That way they know you're coming from one of my videos. And until next time, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out, and see you guys later. Bye!